Alright, so I don't know if anybody's watching yet, but welcome back to my gameplay. This is Firewatch. If you haven't played it, I will tell you it's an interesting game. There are some parts that are maybe a little NS or NSW, not safe for work, not safe for all audiences, especially here in the beginning. Definitely a lot of profanity. We get a little bit of cartoon nudity. And there's a couple ways to play this game once you beat it. You can actually play it with commentary, and they throw some odd things in there that are interesting. Oh, and Happy New Year to everyone. So, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do a new game. Probably not going to play it all the way through because it is definitely a long game. So we'll just go to new game. We'll see how fast we might get through this. I will tell you, I am awful just because apparently I am directionally challenged even with a map. I have a hard time finding where I'm supposed to go, and I will go in completely the wrong direction. So we'll see how this works out. Yeah, Campo Santos did this game. This is the first game that they released. They said they will not be doing a Firewatch 2. Little disappointed. So you kind of get to pick what you're going to say in this game. In instances, it doesn't really change the outcome too much. Here in the beginning, this is like the introduction between you and your wife. So you click, you see Julia. She's about your age, late 20s, laughing with well-dressed professors and grad students from nearby CU Boulder. You, Henry, are out drinking with your pals, and you approach her. They don't really give you an option there. You are drunk. So, what's up? You know, your major, or what's your major, and you're pretty. I always pick the you're pretty. You're pretty. What? You reply confused. Someone should buy you a cheeseburger, she says. She flags down a waiter, and 1 week later, you are Julia's boyfriend. If only relationships were that simple, right? And here in the beginning, you just grab your backpack, wait for this elevator door to open. And you can actually go faster in this game by hitting the square button if you're on the PlayStation 4. I don't know that it's actually on other systems. Other than computer, I've seen people do it on computer. So you date over a year, and you share an apartment near the school with a view of the mountains. You drink beers out on the deck. Beer just anywhere. I'm thinking I have a slight problem with alcoholism. Julie wants to get a dog. So, obviously she wants the beagle because she wants to be able to take him to class. However, you also get to pick a German Shepherd named Mayhem. The ideal beagle, although I'm not much of a dog person to be honest. So. Bucket's a good dog. A week later, you've totally forgotten about the other one. Julia loves him. You love him too. Well, of course, it's not going to give you another option for that. She asks about kids. And we'll go with that would be pretty good. And then they get married. And here's kind of the start of the game. At least it gets you moving a bit. You can kind of just run through this. Nothing super exciting. Goes back to commentary. We're gonna pick You Get Mad. You call her an inconsiderate asshole. She tells you to fuck yourself and not to be such a baby. You call her selfish. She knows it and it hurts her feelings. I would imagine that it would. Julia still likes to draw. She draws plants for her research. She draws all the places you go. She draws you. So this is the interesting part. You get to pose either like He-Man or Frolic like a Victoria's Secret model. I would say this one's the funnier of the two, the Victoria's Secret model, but we'll go with He-Man this time. You look awesome. Alright. So I definitely love the colors in the game. It's really neat. We did a really good job in all of this. Basically, you're going to Two Forks. That is where you are stationed. And here, this is an attempt at a mugging. So you get to pick between you scare him away or you beat his goddamn face in. I'm gonna say we'll just scare him away. Alright, and then you start walking by the river. She doesn't want to go that way anymore. But I figured it was better than, you know, beating him to a pulp. Alright, so you put off having kids, and Julie wants to take a job at Yale in Connecticut. So I would say don't convince her not to take the job, even though, like I said, the outcome's virtually the same. So it doesn't really matter a whole lot. I mean, anyway, this is what's going on. She has dementia, and you know, so you just kind of have to lead through that story of whether or not she kind of stays in a home in Boulder or she goes back with her family. Either way, I mean, she's sick and you're here, so. And this is the part where you pick the journal, but you select it as pose, and there's our cartoon nudity there. She goes back to work, but she gets worse and she's sent on permanent medical leave. Yeah, she's having these freak outs, and so, you know, you've kind of decided that, so you can either put her in a full-time care facility or you try to take care of her yourself. Again, it kind of is still the same outcome. If you take care of her yourself, eventually she goes back with her family in Australia. If you put her in the home, her sister Susan, to move close by and kind of keep an eye on her. You don't see a whole lot of animals in this game, but there definitely are some. Okay, so it's impossibly hard. The worst is when you get mad at her, like when she tries to cook her own food. You can't do anything without her, and she can't do anything without you. She goes to sleep. You drink on the deck, and you drink a lot. I've always put, you trust that she sleeps like a rock when you go out, but this time I'm going to choose you put a chair in the bedroom door. I don't know what's going to happen. All right, so you're going off to the bar. Okay, didn't really change anything. This is when she goes back to Australia. And you take the job, you know, being the fire watchman in the Two Forks Tower. The loading screens aren't too bad here. They could be better. Sometimes it takes a little while, but overall, not too bad. And so this is now your home away from home. You get this nifty tower. And there's going to be some conversation between Henry here and your supervisor, Delilah.
Two Forks Tower.
Hello? Whoever this is?
It's Henry, right?
Yeah.
I'm Delilah.
Yeah, that's what the guy said on the phone.
So, what's wrong with you?
Excuse me?
People take this job to get away from something. So, what's wrong?
What's wrong with you?
That's a great idea. Go ahead.
Look, I just hiked for 2 days, so I don't really follow whatever it is you're doing right now.
You take a stab at what's wrong with me.
Fine, then can I sleep forever?
Sure, buddy. Okay, now go ahead.
Okay, you're probably just rebelling against a mom who wishes you had given her grandkids, by the sound of your voice, at least 15 years ago. You
Ouch.
come out here and it really grinds her gears and you love it. Can I sleep now?
Well, she also says I fuck immature men, but in my defense, who wouldn't want a 28-year-old with ambition and energy and some fire in his belly in bed?
Me, I'm going now.
Just a second, now it's my turn.
Okay, good night, bye.
Let's see. I don't know anything about you, but maybe you just really like trees. Maybe it's, gosh, maybe it's a borderline fetish. A tree fetish.
Good night.
Good night. Welcome to the job.
Okay, so that is, your little introduction into the job there.
Good morning, Henry. Well, I guess good afternoon. You probably slept like a rock. Anyway, there's still a few hours of daylight to get some work in. I can see you at your desk, so call me when you're ready.
Hey, sorry, guess I slept in.
You got a relaxing, what, 14 hours of sleep? Whew.
Yeah, Jesus, I guess it's what, 6?
6:45.
Whoops.
Don't worry about it. That hike puts everyone out of commission for a day or two. But now that you're up, let me quickly get you acquainted with the job. There's a thing in the middle of your room with a round map on it. Do you see it?
Okay, yeah, I see it.
This is the Osborne Firefinder, invented in 1914 by W.B.
Osborne?
You use this to spot, you guessed it, What the fuck?
What is it?
Nothing. You use this to... Oh, fuck me!
Good God, language, lady.
Out your west-facing window. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Are those fucking fireworks?
Whoa, that's not legal, right?
No. You need to get down there right now and stop them. Fire danger is through the fucking roof.
Is that really my job?
Your job is whatever way. Go down there and set them straight.
Do I write him a ticket?
Easy there, Dirty Harry.
Well?
Get going. You'll probably need a rope to get down the shale between you and the lake, if I remember right. There should be one in the supply box on the way. The code is 1234. It's actually that for all of them.
Secure.
Shut up.
Okay, so there are fireworks. Somebody is setting off. I think I'm going the right way. No, maybe not. Oh, let's see. All right, so you are going to Jonesy Lake. We need to go west. And my gameplay might be a little spotty, just because apparently my internet connection is spotty. And here's the supply box. You'll always want to update your map. If you're playing this game for the first time, there are notes here between Ron and a guy named Dave. You can keep these notes, you can report them. There's actually a trophy for collecting them all. I've already done that, so I'm just going to throw that down. Take this crappy rope. And you can eat the granola bar. Henry's a very loud eater, apparently. And you can kind of hear the fireworks off in the distance. There are some elements about this game that I really love. I feel like, not to spoil it for you, if you've not played the game, the ending's a little lackluster. But, you know, overall, it definitely has replayability and it's fun.
There's a tree out here that's been ripped to hell.
And?
Don't you think that's, disconcerting?
Henry, there are 500-pound grizzly bears out here. They sharpen their claws on trees.
We don't have grizzlies in Colorado. People killed them a long time ago.
Well, in the thoroughfare, they hunt people, they kill people, they bury their bodies, and then come back weeks later to eat them because they prefer rotten meat. People just disappear.
Don't you think that's disconcerting?
No, Henry, that's life.
Christ, lady. This shale slide is steep. How do you expect me to get down this?
I don't remember it being that bad. It's not even named on our topos.
It should be called Cripple Gulch, just east of Gonna Pee in a Bag Forever Flats.
Oh, is that Absaroka Indian? Maybe Creek?
It's actually English for not in my job description.
I do thoroughly enjoy the commentary between those two. You don't have to interact with Delilah a whole lot. You can choose not to, but it's pretty funny.
Hey.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Cripple Gulch got me.
What exactly happened?
My rope snapped coming down the shale slide.
Think you'll have to pee in a bag for the rest of your life?
No, I think I'll make it.
Well, be careful for Christ's sake.
It is a hell of a nice camping spot down here by the lake.
I haven't been down there in years, but yeah, Jonesy Lake area is perfect.
Finding a bunch of empty beer cans. They threw them all over hell.
The idiots down at the lake?
Yeah, them. I just found where they're hanging out. They left their packs tied up here.
Don't fuck with them. The last thing we need is some hikers filing a report about harassment.
Oh, look, they decided to have a campfire, too.
You know, they color-coded the fire danger signs in case people were illiterate. But I guess that doesn't take into account just plain stupid, does it?
Found the fireworks. They didn't even try to hide them.
Well, confiscate them.
Oh, shit. Ferret are Irish.
We're gonna keep that. We'll save it for later.
Well, they left their clothes out to dry. It looks like two people. What if they're naked?
Won't that be exciting? Look, they're obviously still there, so tell them off and then head back.
I found a bra.
A nudie pyromaniac. Remain professional.
There are, panties?
There are what?
I don't want to say that word again.
Why, 'cause you're 12?
Yes. Not really, but, you know.
There's a... Ooh.
Yes?
There are two naked ladies out here.
Can you handle that?
Come on, I like naked ladies, same as anyone, but there's, you know...
Two?
Yeah.
I know this will be tough for you, but try to pick your tongue up off the ground and do your job.
okay. I found them in the lake.
Skinny dipping.
Yeah. You gotta take it easy with the fireworks, all right?
You ought to take it easy at the Sizzler buffet. Chelsea! What? He's just some loser out in the woods. I mean, he's grody. Why do guys think it's all right to just stare at girls?
You don't know a damn thing about me.
We know you're a peeping Tom. How long are you even standing over there?
Whoa, hey, put that down. Seriously, it was expensive. You asshole!
Light another firework and it won't be your stereo I wreck.
Oh, fuck you, psycho.
Yeah, fuck you.
You know, the reason why I threw their stereo in the lake is because no matter what you do,
Let's get out of here.
they're really
Hey, that
ignorant
go
little
okay?
assholes.
I might have got a little hot.
What's a little hot?
Some of their personal property took a swim.
Ugh,
Well, I can't do anything about it now.
nope. Thanks for dealing with him, though. Seriously.
No problem.
So now we're just gonna go this way. And up here. It's probably unnecessary, but you know.
So, I have a bit of a confession to make.
What is it?
Look, I was drunk last night when I welcomed you to the job.
Yeah, well, you're not the first boss to be guilty of that.
I know, I know I can get a little pushy, you know, putting you on the spot about why you're out here and stuff.
And you thought it was a good idea to get into your love life, I guess you'd call it?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I'll keep that sort of a thing to a minimum. Anyway, let me know when you get back to your lookout.
Hey, I heard some thunder.
Yeah, I've got eyes on a storm out to the north.
Well, that's bad, right? Because of the lightning?
It just means we'll be busy. Hurry home and try not to get hit by lightning.
Yeah, I'm not sure I got a lot of choice in getting struck down.
Especially not with your electric personality.
Ugh.
I see my joke did not spark your sense of humor.
Ugh.
What, you're not enjoying our current conversation?
Oh my God, lady.
The arc of our budding friendship.
How exactly are you in charge?
Aw, Henry, that's a good one.
You satisfied?
Yes.
Apparently Delilah is very easily amused. All of the codes for the supply boxes are the same, if you didn't notice. They're all 1, 2, 3, 4. There is one that you'll get to later on in the game where I think she changes it to 5, 6, 7, 8. None of them are hard to remember. Alright, so now you have a flashlight. Oh, let's back up a little.
What's in this cave down here?
In Thunder Canyon?
Thunder Canyon?
Hey, I didn't name it. But in the cave, I don't know, rocks? NFS tells people not to go too far in there. It's pretty dangerous.
Hello? Oh! This cave is gated off.
It's to stop spelunkers from dying without getting the keys from the Forest Service office first.
Makes sense.
Although Debbie says she lost him like 3 years ago, so maybe its mysteries are locked away for good.
That's too bad. I used to go caving in Colorado a lot with someone. Would be really nice to pick that back up.
Fond memories, huh?
Big time. I'll keep an eye out for those keys.
Don't hold your breath.
There's some guy out here.
Some guy? Wait, he's looking at you? Is he doing anything else?
I don't think so.
Henry, there's something someone should have told you about this area.
What is it?
It's outside.
Come on.
The whole thing. And people come and go as they please. It's madness.
Yeah, okay. I get it.
Look, bumping into someone in the middle of nowhere is part of the fun.
Maybe for Delilah, because she's an interesting one. You'll notice that there is quite a bit of hiking, rock climbing, propelling yourself, through stuff. I mean, all things you would probably have to do if you really took a job like this. Me personally, I get tired just watching Henry do it.
Damn it. Well, that trail isn't closed anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took care of the blocked path. It was backbreaking, but, anything for the service.
Well, thank you.
Anytime.
I'll save you the Forrest Burns commentary.
So it's just the outhouse then, in terms of going to the bathroom?
You're a man, Henry. You can go wherever you want. Well, number one at least. And, full disclosure, I pee wherever I want as well. What can I do for you?
Well, my typewriter is on the ground, outside of my tower.
You right?
Yeah, look, the wind? No. How the hell?
You should get inside.
Fuck me. Someone broke in.
They what?
They wrecked the place. Threw my typewriter out the window. Motherfucker.
Holy shit. I'll let the Forest Service know what happened.
The place is trashed. I can't believe this shit.
Okay, I put in a call.
That was fast.
Yeah, well, do you have any idea who could have done this?
I don't know. Who's out here?
I mean, I don't know either. I've never had a lookout be a target for violence.
Great.
I can't believe someone would do this. I mean, I worry about bears and fires, and that's about it, and now I've got to worry about who knows what out there. Okay, in the morning I'm gonna call my friend Patty, who works the desk down in Cody. They keep a list of everyone who's officially been in and out of the trailhead since, I don't know, forever, and see if we can get a list of names. We won't get much, but at least if anything else happens, we can refer to it and see if anything comes up.
Thanks.
I need you to feel safe out here.
Just point me to the Forest Service weapons cache and I'll feel safer than the Pope in his little car.
Yeah, someone made the choice years ago that leaving people with infinite amounts of alone time and a gun was kind of a bad idea.
Grenades?
I'll see what I can do.
so there you have it. That is the end of day 2. You'll see as you kind of progress in the game, they kind of skip around a little bit, kind of fast forward in the days. I think it goes from like day 3 to day 9.
Hey, wake up.
I'm awake. What's your problem?
Our problem.
Sorry, our problem.
That storm knocked out the phone line I used to talk to the service, which means we're cut off. I tried radioing out, and that's not working either.
Should I be worried?
About what?
We can't get help if we need it.
Oh, you're tough, Hank. You don't seem like the guy who likes to ask for help.
Sure.
What I need you to do, though, is hike out to where the wire runs through your area and report back if it's down. Then I can track down a ranger to get someone on it.
Okay, I can do that. Where is it?
Remember that cave you hiked through yesterday?
Yeah, of course.
So you're gonna want to go back there, go through it, and keep going straight to the north when you come out.
Will do.
Thanks, Hank.
It's Henry.
What, you don't like Hank?
Yeah, I don't like Hank.
But thanks rhymes with Hank.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so let's see. We came from behind this outhouse here. We're definitely directionally challenged, but if you can kind of find where you came up, then you can get down. Because I don't know about you, but I don't like to wander around aimlessly for hours, which I have actually done in this game. So maybe not hours, a slight exaggeration.
It's actually pretty damn cold out here.
Roger that. Warms up fast. The mornings are cold in Boulder, though, right?
Yeah, they are.
What did you get up to down there? I mean, what's life like?
I just spend a lot of time with Julia.
Oh, so you have someone there.
Well,
But you're taking a little break. Or...
we're...
Look, I'm sorry. Can you hold that thought?
Sure. Just gonna keep hiking and hoping it warms up.
Heyo. I don't think so. Why, have you? Okay, good.
I don't know if I'm even going
No, I
the
don't
right
think he
way.
has any
Let's
idea.
see. Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure. Would you?
So Julia's
All right.
having, I'm sorry,
Well, you know,
Julia.
taking changes with
Delilah's
that
having a conversation with someone, and Henry's
Hey,
kind of
sorry about
eavesdropping on
anyway,
that.
Julia, girlfriend? Ex? Sorry, I don't mean to pry.
That would be my wife, Julia.
Oh, like your wife? Or like she's taken half my stuff wife?
My wife.
But you're here.
Everything's fine. Just, we're taking some time apart, getting some fresh air.
A little change.
Yeah,
All right, well, we can just leave it at that.
thanks.
I'd never selected that option before, so I don't know how that changes things. Okay, so interesting little tidbit. You're supposed to continue to follow that wire. However, you'll see this old outhouse here. And if you kind of come back this way, there is an old cabin. Julia will not respond. Julia, I keep saying Julia. Delilah will not respond if you try to talk to her on the radio at this point. There is actually a trophy. You cannot do it on this day. You can do it any other day but this one. And if you come down here and open up this old stove, you'll actually get attacked by a raccoon, which is currently in the stove, but he will not attack you on this day. So I just wanted to let you know that if you come back another day, you can get that trophy. The trophies in here are pretty easy. You can get most of them without really trying at it. Also, if you kind of look around, at some point you will find a turtle that you can adopt. Let's see. He kind of spawns in different areas, but usually it's pretty hard to miss it. Did I... Maybe I have to go up here. Nope, I gotta keep going. This part tends to get me a little turned around. I think I may have gone too far. Possibly. We'll see. I had to do this the other day. See where this trail goes. Still don't think this is the right way. No. Okay. Yep, have to go back. I definitely do have a terrible sense of direction, so if you have a great sense of direction, you should do just fine at this. I, however, have wasted countless hours just trying to figure out where I'm supposed to go, in general. So, let's see. Maybe up this way. See that area way over there? I'm pretty sure that's where we're supposed to go. I could be completely wrong. But we shall see. Gonna follow this around. Go this way. Not into the rock or the tree. There we go.
Guess what?
What is it?
There's a bunch of empty cans up here.
Same as before?
Yep.
These fucking kids.
Why do you think they'd be up here?
Hell if I know, but they better have stayed away from our communication stuff.
I can see the wire you're talking about. It looks like it's in good shape from here.
We'll follow it up to the top of the trail if you can. You can head back as soon as you give me the all clear.
Got it. Hey, so the wire is definitely down out here. I just found it.
That's actually good to hear. I can send someone out to fix it. Good find.
Yeah, the thing is, it doesn't look like the wind. It looks like it was cut deliberately.
I knew it. The moment you said you found their trash. These idiots are gonna pay. Do they realize this is how people die? I mean, what if something happened to one of my lookouts while this was going on? And God forbid there's an actual fire burning out of control.
What do you want to do?
I want you to go find them.
And then what?
I haven't thought that far ahead. That's not true. Everything that comes to mind is illegal.
Let's hear it.
Oh yeah?
Hey, I came out here for a breath of fresh air and some adventure. What do you got?
I think I want you to just find them and scare the hell out of them.
Yeah, I'd make a spooky ghost costume, but they stole my sheets.
I don't know. Wait for them to wander off and wreck their camp. Something that would make a teenage girl run home to mommy and daddy.
I'll find them.
Thanks.
But I am gonna need a raise.
Don't hold your breath. I'd start by hiking back towards your tower and just keep an eye out for anything that would lead you to them.
Oh, they're big into Red Eagle.
Great. See if you can find the path they took down from there. Maybe they looped back around towards the lake or something. I doubt they're where they were yesterday, but they obviously can't have gone far.
There's an abandoned pack out here.
And it's not one of the teens?
No, it looks like it was lost a long time ago.
Well, you could always pilfer it for supplies.
Well, I am flush with ropes now. That pack was full of them, in decent condition, too.
That's lucky.
I mean, there's enough rope here that I could just leave them hooked up, I think. Oh, get this. This pack came with one of those cardboard single-use cameras.
With pictures left?
Yeah, he only used 3 or 4.
Neato.
Thank you, Brian Goodwin.
Wait, who?
The bag had the name Brian Goodwin sewn into the top.
Huh. Wow.
Do you know him?
Yeah, I just haven't heard that name in a few years.
What, was he a fella you had a thing with?
Yeah, it was so hot and heavy. Of course, Brian Goodwin was 12 years old, so, our love could never really be understood.
Ugh.
I'm kidding. Not about him being an actual 12-year-old. That part's true. He was stationed in Two Forks, your lookout, with his dad Ned 3 summers ago. Great kid.
You can bring children out here?
No. I'm not a stickler for rules. They took off halfway through the summer.
What, they couldn't handle your unique brand of charm?
Not many can.
Unsurprising.
Anyway, so it goes. Have fun with that camera. Try not to snap anything that would scar a Photodome employee.
I don't know, I got a lot of hiking to do. Might get bored.
Well, I'm bored as rocks, so I'll keep you company while you find those girls, huh?
And you'll see here there's another note between Ron and Dave. You
Hey,
can
who are these guys,
record it.
Ron and Dave? They're leaving notes for each other in the boxes. Is there any chance one of them was that guy I saw in the canyon? The guy with the flashlight?
No, they're both rangers. They're not out here this season. I didn't really know him that well, but I always assumed the only thing Ron cared about was chasing tail and getting loaded. It's somehow comforting to know that he was able to keep up a correspondence with someone who wasn't going to send him a topless Polaroid.
You can keep these notes. I'm not going to do that. There's really nothing in that supply box.
Just so you know, I didn't mean to overstep my bounds. earlier, when you brought up your wife.
I know you didn't. You were just making conversation. I appreciate it.
So, tell me about her, if you want.
She's actually very sick. I shouldn't be here.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, you are here, and it's beautiful, and escaping isn't always something bad.
Yeah, sure. From this burned section of forest, I have no idea where to go. Their trail is pretty cold at this point.
You're out by Mule Point. No one would camp out in the fireweed. Well, I want you to stay out there, as a favor to little old me.
My pleasure.
Okay, we know these young women are sloppy. They must have left some sort of trail.
Yes, they did. But I don't know if I can see it from
I'm
here.
having a hell of a time getting this fucking flapjack off his ass and out to repair that wire.
Excuse me, Flapjack?
You know, like a loser, a chotch.
I really don't, but I do now.
Well, the next time you're at a bar and some banker steps on your foot so he can order his crappy martini, you've got just the name to use.
Hey, Flapjack, why don't you wait your turn before I bounce your face off a dumpster?
It's beautiful.
I can't tell you how intimidating that sounded. Okay, and there is the thin column
I
of
see a
smoke.
really thin plume of smoke.
Yeah, I see it too. A thin plume like this is either a new fire or a campfire.
Campfire. You think it's them?
I reckon so.
It looks like it's to the southwest of me.
That's right. If you hike towards 5 Mile Creek, that should put you in the neighborhood. Keep an eye on that smoke plume. Let me know if it's getting any larger.
Will do. I'm down in Thunder Canyon. I'm not seeing that smoke anymore.
Oh, it's still burning away. Try heading west from where you are. If you loop past the lake, there should be a trail that'll take you further south.
Thanks, that helps.
Okay, let's see. Just gonna go this way.
What does she have?
She's got Alzheimer's, like, dementia.
Whoa. How old was she?
Is she? She's alive. She's with her family in Melbourne, Australia. She's 43.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What was it like when you guys found out?
Devastating. Especially for her. You can understand.
And for you?
Anyway, everything she worked for was taken away, and that was it. Yeah. I'm sorry to be such a downer.
Don't even. I'm happy to listen. And, you know, we'll try to have some fun this summer. I promise.
Walking into trees is what I do best. Here we go. Another rope hook. A lot of rappelling going on. Luckily, you don't have to worry about any rope snapping anymore. There's just the one in the beginning of the game. Well, if good old Henry was out of shape before he took this job, I'm sure by the end of it he is going to be the picture of perfect health. Another supply box. Hello. Update your map.
How many hikers go missing in the Shoshone?
More than none, unfortunately, with most of them being in this area. The thoroughfare because it's so remote. Why?
I found an old flyer for a missing hiker. It just got me thinking, that's all. Like how you said one day you were talking to the Goodwins and then the next you weren't. Boy, for as dry as it is this summer, there's an area down here that's lush.
Oh, you must be talking about the Aspen Grove down there.
Yeah, I think that's where I am.
Those trees are actually one root organism. Did you know that?
I didn't.
Yeah, they share their water as a colony that can live for hundreds of years, even through fire. Can you believe you're actually getting paid to learn all of these amazing things? Also, by what it looks like on this map, you'll be coming up on a stream that should lead you towards where we saw that smoke.
Now, I will tell you that you do have this disposable camera. You can take pictures of whatever you'd like.
It's a really nice waterfall down here. Given those girls love a skinny dipping, I bet they're nearby. There's some cloth out here. It looks like it was torn from something.
Strange.
I'll keep looking around.
Oh, there you go, walking in the trees again. Oh, I passed it.
I'll take care of their fire.
That would be great, as always.
These girls have a full case of beer left here. A full case.
You found them?
Yeah, but the thing is, their entire campsite is wrecked. Ah, found my sheets!
So they did break into your tower.
Looks like... You know, maybe I should take one of their sleeping bags as payback.
At this stage, take whatever you want.
Their tent looks like it's been through the shredder, which would explain that scrap I found.
What could have done that? Like a bear or, I don't know, it sounds crazy, but even a bull elk if it's off its rocker.
Whatever did it, did not hold back.
You've got that camera, right? It might be a good idea to get a few snaps, just in case.
Yeah, good thinking. Oh, they're gone, for sure.
How can you tell?
Well, the girls left someone, me, I guess, a note.
Well, what's it say?
It's just, it's an apology for all the trouble.
Well, good. They should be sorry. Is everything okay? Can we put this to bed?
Well, I mean, I'm using apology a little loosely here.
Oh, really?
Well, they were upset about getting busted over the fireworks, I think.
So they, what, tore their own campsite apart in a rage?
No, but I think they think that maybe I did it.
right?
Right.
Because what's done is done.
I mean, their campsite's destroyed. My tower got trashed. Maybe they did do both. I don't know. It's really weird.
Weird stuff happens in the woods. It could be other campers. They could be having a bad mushroom trip. We really don't know. But they're gone. There's no way to call the cops. They're not coming back. And we can get to work. I'd really like to start enjoying a quiet summer.
Yeah, me too.
And there you go. That is day 3.
Hey, Henry?
Yeah.
What do you look like?
Why are you asking?
Because I'm horribly superficial.
Well, I get confused for Burt Reynolds all the time.
Oh, is that so?
Women say that we have a similar musk.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you asked.
Okay, well, that gives me a good start. Now let's see. In my scope, I can only tell you're a white guy wearing shorts.
It's hot. And maybe, by the way, I'm not white. It's not very, PC or whatever they say.
Oh my god, you are the whitest man. Wow. I don't need a spotting scope for that. And if not shorts, then what do you normally like to wear?
Tuxedos as often as possible.
Oh, really?
You bet.
How cosmopolitan. I didn't realize Boulder was so chic.
It is the peak of high society.
Good to know, dear, yes. Now tell me about your face. I'm looking at you across the bar. What do I see?
Pretty thick beard.
Oh, have you always had a beard?
For a while, yeah.
All right, perfect. I want to know about your eyes.
Get out of here.
I'm drawing you. I need to know.
You're what?
Is that okay? Don't don't answer. I'm gonna do it regardless.
Fine.
Your eyes, tell me.
They look tired, I think.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you hit a certain age and you think you're a younger person who just looks tired all the time.
Speak for yourself, mister.
But I guess that's getting old.
Well, some people might see distinguished. Okay, got it. Thank you, Henry.
You get what you need?
Absolutely.
Oh, and that window's all patched up. So, what should I do now? What's next?
What's next? What do you think is next?
Well, you've been the one giving me tasks for 2 days straight.
What's next is you sit in that room until September 1st and call me at the first sign of smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you let me know when you're mentally prepared for that task, and I'll give it to you.
I love how I just throw things around. It's great. Alright, so...
Okay, I think I am ready to tackle my long-term commitment of keeping this national forest safe from total destruction.
I am glad to hear you've really thought this through.
I'm gonna hike around for a while before I really put my nose to the grindstone.
Oh, yeah, you do that.
Okay, now I'm ready. Let's get to work.
How were those precious few seconds of jobless freedom?
Oh, magical.
Good. Now get to work.
And that was the end of day 9.
Hello, Henry. Having a nice afternoon?
Well, I was.
Hardy har. Ugh, I'm finally paying for all those years of giving my bosses attitude. Look, I called with bad news. We're reported missing. They've got parents out in California who haven't heard from them in a week. They were supposed to meet an aunt down in Cody. If they're the girls from last week, then you're probably the last person to have seen them.
You should tell whoever that I'm happy to be questioned. I caused them some trouble, but nothing major. I never even got very close to them.
Well,
One stereo, that's it.
look, it's not gonna be an issue. I mean, if they turn up dead, then maybe. Should I just not say anything and save us the trouble?
I think it's worth mentioning something.
Yeah. I'll keep it vague. I really don't want to talk to the cops.
Me neither.
All right, Henry, thanks. Enjoy the sunset.
And it skips from day 9 to day 15. And it just kind of keeps going forward at a pretty quick pace.
Henry? Henry, wake up. Get out of bed and pick up the radio.
What do you want?
Hey, you big dumb idiot.
You're a big dumb idiot.
Oh, baby, you sound tired.
I am.
Are you having a nice time?
I don't know. There's some weird stuff going on.
Oh, that's too bad.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, I'll let you get back to sleep then.
Okay, Jules.
Delilah seems nice.
Sure.
Bye, baby.
Is it too much of a pain in the ass to bring supplies all the way up to our towers?
Well, I get my stuff hand-delivered.
Oh, how's that work?
It's the perks of a decade of service. You're out hiking in 90-degree heat, and I get to do crosswords. Isn't life miserably unfair? Anyway, when you find a supply drop, remember it's not just for you, okay? Other lookouts, biologists, a few people get their food there, and I don't want to have to call in for more. There should be loads of good stuff, though. Beans, prunes, jerky. You know, my sister eats 6 prunes a day. 6. She's, like, really precise about it. She'd be great at this job if she didn't need wheelbarrows full of marijuana to function.
Alright, give me just a second here.
So, like, 2 weeks ago, you called me in the middle of the night? You were sleeping, I guess, and all I heard was the name Jules through the mumbles. I just thought it was so sweet. I wanted to wake you up, but then I thought maybe you were having a nice conversation and I'd just be spoiling it. I hope you're doing okay, you know, when it comes to her. Look, so a couple of months before I took this job, I was with this guy, Javier. He's incredible, caring, sexy as hell. He was a driller down in Casper. We dated for almost 5 years. I was working with the Wyoming Outdoor Leadership School, and I was obsessed with it. I wanted to be an instructor so badly. And I was sure I was going to marry Javier as soon as I could be bothered. Walls was also a good excuse to get out of town, drink whiskey in the mountains, cut loose. Then, Javier's brother got killed working in Gillette, and for some reason, I didn't come home. Javier said it was fine. He'd go to the funeral, take care of his mom, stuff like that. It'd be easier solo. When he came back, he left me. I came out here, I lied and told my sister he fucked our neighbor. I've just lied about it for over 10 years. And, for some reason, I wanted you to know. I figured you've told me so much about you, so, you know, there's something about me. We both fucked up.
Maybe. Let's see, supply drop is this way. I wonder what would happen if I took someone else's package. I'm going to take them all.
All right, I got everything I need out of here. Time to chow down.
Just yours, right?
Who do you think I am?
Okay, I guess nothing spectacular.
Hey, you didn't take all of the supply drop food, did you?
Oh, here we go.
Because, remember, it was for a lot of people, like 5.
I'm hungry.
So you did.
I gotta go.
Well, okay then.
You've got a front row seat for what might be the biggest fire of the year.
Yeah, it's really going.
I'm gonna call it in. They'll send in a hotshot crew for some suppression, but I bet we'll be stuck with her for the rest of the summer. And she doesn't have a name yet. I usually think of something funny or something practical or a little risque when coming up with them. But why don't you do the honors?
I've never picked this one, so I'm gonna try the big fire.
So, no ideas, huh?
Well, we should just call it the Big Fire if we think it's going to be.
The big fire.
Yeah.
Well, that is practical.
Always my goal.
I'm actually amazed we've never used that name.
Sometimes the best names are the most obvious.
The big fire it is. So there's this creek down the hill, and, you know what my favorite thing to do is?
What's that?
I love to take a bottle of whatever I have on hand, plunge it deep into the water, and let it chill in there all day. And then, on nights like tonight, when it is so disgustingly hot, I have something nice and cool to drink. I learned that from my sister in Santa Fe. She'd do that with a bottle of tequila near her house and make margaritas the size of your head. You'd like it there.
I'm sure I would. Sounds pretty great.
It is. Are you looking at the fire?
No, I'm not.
You should. Let me know when you are.
Okay, I'm looking at it again.
I love how they look at night. During the day, it's just smoke, but when the sun is down, you can just get lost.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
I bet she is.
Me too.
Good. I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you. Not in the same way. I know it's probably been a while since you've connected with someone the way we have. I don't mean to get all heavy, but
I would like to say that Delilah is very
it's been
presumptuous.
really nice. I wish I was over there.
Bet you do, lady. But we'll say
I
me
wish
too.
you were too.
We could sit outside. We could talk without these radios. We could, you know.
No. Let's see.
Well, we could just watch this fire. It's kind of burned for a long time.
Now let's try to behave ourselves.
You're going fishing without a license?
It's one fish, and I'm sick of all the stuff I got to eat.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have taken so much of it then. They're trying to keep tabs on. Can you search around the lake for fresh tracks and just let me know what you find? There was a crew burning fire lines out to the east, and, you know, I think sometimes it riles up the wildlife.
Problem bear? Fuck that. I am of the opinion that they are all problems.
Come on, please.
Yeah, well, I've seen what they can do to a tree, and trees aren't even food.
Thank you, Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really can't get out of that one, even though I don't understand the point of this fishing pole, because if you can actually use it, I've not figured out how. I've tried a bazillion times. And, well, that's the flashlight. Yeah, it doesn't look like you can actually use this fishing pole. So, just gonna put it away. And really, you didn't come down here to look for bear tracks. They tell you to look for bear tracks, but there's actually this clipboard here. Oh,
Dee, I found a clipboard down here, and there's something strange going on.
At the lake? What's up?
Someone has written down what we said to each other, have been saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
I don't talk to the other lookouts as much as I talk to you, not in the same way.
No way.
Wait, hold on. Something's out here.
okay.
Henry?
It doesn't matter if you keep
I'm
this or
worried.
drop it because of this next
You
part.
didn't find and eat any mushrooms, did you? I mean, they can be fun, but also, you know, devastating. Regardless, just let me know, okay, buckaroo? Oh god, I don't know why I just called you that.
I found a walkie-talkie out here, too.
Okay.
It's going shithouse.
Well, get it if you haven't already, and then we'll figure out whose it is.
Will do.
Now, there's no way to avoid this next part. You grab the radio, you examine the radio, and you get knocked out.
Henry, are you there?
No, I'm dead.
What happened, Henry?
This is heaven or hell. I don't know.
I got hit in the head. Punched or something by someone.
Are you serious? What the hell is going on out there?
I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Let me get this straight. You found a clipboard with, what, transcripts of our conversations? What else is on it?
I don't know. It's gone, along with the radio of theirs. Somebody out here could have just killed me, Delilah.
Yeah, Delilah.
What the fuck is going on?
What's Wapiti Station?
I don't know.
I saw the name Wapiti Station right before I was cold-cocked. Does Wapiti Station mean anything to you?
Wapiti Meadow. Maybe it's Wapiti Meadow. It's on our maps. It's not too far from where you are right now. It's north of the lake. It looks like there should be a trail somewhere on the north shore of Jonesy Lake.
I'll start hiking that way now. God damn it, my head.
Are you sure you saw what you saw, Henry? Maybe you pissed off some more campers and they came back to sucker punch you.
Look, I know what I saw. Hey, it was our words with initials for our names, H and D, clear as day.
And you've been feeling okay?
I feel fine.
Okay, I'm sorry, I believe you, but that conversation was from 2 weeks ago.
I know they were. So what's to say that they don't have transcripts from 3, 4, or 5 weeks ago?
Our entire relationship, friendship, our whole summer.
Someone is out here with the walkie-talkie, taking notes and talking to God knows who.
Well, you're probably already on your way. Be safe.
Let's see. We need to go north, and so we need to hook this up.
Whoa, Delilah, there's a big chain-link fence between me and the meadow. I don't think I can get past it.
A fence?
Yeah,
How big?
big. It goes off in both directions, acres. Looks like goddamn Area 51. And what are the odds they left the gate unlocked?
Pretty low, I'd imagine.
Okay, so it says get through the fence. You cannot get through this fence. At least not right now. But you try.
Look, I'm not gonna be able to get into this place.
Shit.
I don't know how long I can dick around out here until someone notices.
God, if you were an actual firefighter, you'd have that gate down in 2 shakes.
Well, I'm not a
Actually,
firefighter.
those guys doing the controlled burn, they might be able to help.
Where are they?
Beyond Ruby River, there's a scout camp. They burned a line a few days ago that should let you hike right to them.
Well, that's great.
If they haven't left, they're probably the type of guys who would help you get through that fence.
Okay. So, southeast. This is the part where I always run around in circles trying to find how to get to the... Didn't I come this way? Oh, yes. Rope. No, I have to go this direction. I think throughout all the times that I've played this game, it is absolutely the hardest to get to the Camp Scout. But, let me try something. Because I am pretty sure that there is a way to get there across this canyon. So I think if you just go all the way to the end of the canyon, there is a part where you can cross over, but you cannot cross over until she reports that they've done that controlled burn. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely directionally challenged, so especially when it comes to this game.
I called around. Things seem normal with everyone else.
Has anything strange been happening on your end?
No, nothing really.
Nothing really, or nothing?
Nothing. My door was open the other night, but that's not strange.
That doesn't sound like nothing.
It's nothing, I promise.
All right, I'm headed toward the camp anyway.
Okay. Keep your radio close to you.
Hey, what you just said, keep my radio close to me.
Yeah?
Before I got attacked back at the lake, I saw a radio on the ground, kind of like the one I use.
And?
Do you think that maybe someone was, you know,
I don't know. What?
Let's see.
maybe intercepting our frequency with other radios or something?
Yep.
Henry,
It's just a thought.
I don't even know how you would do that.
Yeah, well, you sound worried.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Okay, let's not spin
And
out of control.
here.
Just keep hiking.
Whatever you say, boss.
No, it's saying that I have to go this way, so... let's go this way. Not that way. This way. Oh, I think it's through here, actually. Once you get out of the cave. Well, we will see.
I know we don't know what's going on yet, but I don't have a good feeling. I don't like feeling vulnerable. It's not like you can just call the police. I was thinking about the Goodwins. It just struck me that if anything weird like this happened to them, happened to Brian, just how scared he would have been.
I'm sure he's fine, Delilah. I mean, don't you think if this started happening to them, he or his dad would have said something?
I don't know, Ned was a weird guy.
No, nobody is that weird. The moment you hear someone in the bushes or get punched from the shadows, you're getting your boss on the phone.
Yeah,
Ryan is fine.
I hope so.
It was 3 years ago. He's in high school now. He's on summer break.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All right, let's check our map. Let's see. We are at Two Forks. So we're going somewhere this way. Not off the cliff, obviously. I tell you, I do not know why the camp is so difficult for me to get to, but that is by far the hardest place for me to get to. But we are going in the right direction. Okay, let's see. Yes, I need to go around this way. I am so glad that when I did this broadcast, I actually learned how to get to places, so I didn't waste a bunch of time. It's letting me run through this very quickly. Copy down your map. Again, if you play this through for the first time, make sure you get these notes. There is a trophy for that. Most of the time, these supply boxes are filled with absolute nonsense.
I found where they did the controlled burn. I can hike right through here now.
Yeah, normally they wouldn't do that so close to a body of water, but I think they're extra worried about a fire jumping the river and burning up to Two Forks, now that there's someone in it.
Well, I'm extra appreciative of that.
Let's see. The scout camp is southeast of the river. There should be a pond on the way.
Got it. What happens if a controlled burn gets out of control?
Someone gets fired.
Ugh, are you serious?
Oh, come on. That one was an honest accident. I'm not even in the mood for wordplay. That's how wound up all this shit has me.
Okay, let's see. We're in Cottonwood Creek. I'm pretty sure it should be this way, but nope. Going the opposite direction. All right. Going that way is something you have to do later. Okay, so far we have someone intercepting the conversations between Henry and Delilah. Henry has gotten knocked out. Someone hit him on the back of the head. There was a weird walkie-talkie. The two girls that were camping and causing trouble suddenly disappeared. So let's see, mysteries abound. Although I've already played and beaten this game, so I know what's up. Alright, and here is the camp. I kind of did not follow the trail there.
Camp Arapaho.
You're there?
Yeah, I am.
It's been out there since the 50s.
The bridge to the camp is out.
Damn.
I'm gonna walk the ravine and see if I can find some high ground to get across.
Good plan.
You ever talked to any of the scouts?
No, they haven't been out here in a while, and I generally don't have a lot to say to preteens.
Unless it's Brian Goodwin.
Well, if forced, I mean, I can make conversation with anyone. Plus, it was sort of fun to hear about all of his nerdy hobbies.
I found an axe.
If one of the crew left it, that thing is actually called a Pulaski.
It looks like an axe to me. This thing will be a huge help. Yeah, these guys are gone. I found where they were sitting around before getting picked up.
Damn.
And since the bridge was out, oh, what do we have here?
Hey, D, they left something behind. It's like a memo from their boss. Next few days, dropping into the thoroughfare on behalf of Dr. Simmons at Wapiti Station.
Wapiti Station?
Holy crap.
Keep reading.
Oh, I just thought I would maybe, stop there, let the mystery percolate.
My mother always said I would need someone to give me a taste of my own medicine.
They're running a research site out there. He was worried about wildfires.
Someone is writing down our conversations. And now we find out there's a research site out here that we don't know about? What are they researching? I mean, you and I aren't very interesting.
Oh, probably just horned toads.
And a Wapiti Station clipboard with our conversations on it is just, what, recreation for them?
I'm just messing around. Somebody is obviously up to something. I'm freaking out here.
At least we know there is something real happening behind that fence.
I think that we should consider that maybe this is all just a coincidence, but my gut says that there is something bad going on.
Mine too. Okay. So what's next?
5 minutes, so I can figure out a way to get over the ravine and back towards the site.
Sounds good. Check in when you can, and keep an eye out for anyone following you.
Okay. I don't know if there's a shorter way to get there. I'm thinking probably not. This is the one great thing about this game, and I say that sarcastically, is that you really have to maneuver.
I had a thought.
Let's hear it.
You heard someone in the bushes.
Yeah?
Okay, so let's assume we're being tailed. Or you are, at least. Where are you right now?
Just on my way back, in and out of trees in the middle of nowhere.
Do you see anybody?
No, definitely not.
All right, so tell me what you think of this. Did you just cough?
No. Did you just cough?
No.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
There isn't any way someone, like, another lookout could be on this line, is there?
No. Not without tapping our radios. Get in your tower, shut the door. Don't leave, and don't use your radio. I'll call you. Understand? I will call you.
All right. That was the end of that little experience there. They know someone's listening to them. They need to get into the fence at Wapiti Meadow or Wapiti Station, whatever you want to call it.
Thoroughfare Tower, this is Two Forks calling you for the, 50th time today. The big fire continues to move in a southerly fashion. Delilah, for fuck's sake, answer your radio.
Hello, sunshine. Sorry, went out for a little bit. What can I do you for?
You can do me for a trip out of here. I don't care if it's on horseback or a helicopter or in a canoe. Just get me out of here.
Henry, we have work left to do. Let's chat about what's bothering you and you'll feel better.
Are you serious?
Let's talk. Okay?
Okay.
By the way, I was wondering if your Flora of the Shoshone info poster was still up inside your tower?
What?
It's just protocol that those stay up. You know, info about your tower, the surrounding tree species, etc.
All right.
Just, you know, have a look at it. Make sure it's in ship shape.
Okay, yeah, it's up. Why are you acting like this?
Great. Just wonderful. Do you see the tree in the top row, second from the left?
Let me look at it and I'll tell you.
No. You don't need to tell me. Just, internalize it. It's a great tree. And there's an area called, that tree's name in your sector that maybe you should take a midday hike to. Maybe.
Okay. This is where we're going back to Cottonwood Creek. And now we know how to get there pretty easily. Just gotta follow this trail down and cross over and go the opposite way of the scout camp. I don't know why I had so much trouble with this the first few times I played it, but I definitely found it difficult to navigate back and forth, but it's pretty simple. Okay, so for Cottonwood Creek, you just want to find that big burnt tree again. Or dead tree, or whatever it is. And kind of follow the stream around. And you are looking for a supply box, which is just right over here.
I'm here at Cottonwood Creek.
You see the cash box there?
Must be around here somewhere.
It is. Find it and open it. I changed the code. It's 5678.
Are you kidding me?
I was in a rush.
Go ahead and update your map. And you're going to get a fabulous new radio.
I've got it now.
Good. I spent all day getting you that radio. I hiked to a cash box, lied to a ranger, lied to another ranger, and hopefully you are now holding a clean, untapped radio.
Hopefully.
To that site. Whatever these people are doing is illegal, right?
Are you okay?
I don't
People have been listening to us all summer. How is this actually happening?
I don't know. I'm scared. None of it makes any sense.
Are there any other lookouts this is happening to? Someone else in on this? Anyone?
This is just happening to us. Everyone else is fine.
Are you sure?
Yes. I've tried to bring it up to Chimney Rock, Elks Fork, and Beartooth Lookout, and every one of them got confused. Asked me if I'm okay and if I need to be relieved. Our fucking state coordinator asked if I was just having lady troubles. So no, this isn't happening to anyone else, and I'm done asking.
Look, I'm headed back to the gate, and now that I've got an axe, we'll know something soon.
You need to get into that site. Call me when you find something.
Whoa. Sure. Yeah, I think I just went the wrong way.
Hey, I just thought of something not great.
What is it?
I filed a report that said that neither of us ever talked to or saw those girls, the ones that went missing a few weeks back.
What? Why would you do that? I told you to say the minimum and just keep it vague.
I know, and I didn't. I just didn't want to be hassled.
And now someone probably has a transcript of that entire conversation.
And I've filed a report that's a blatant lie.
Oh, and those girls are still missing.
I think Delilah has a truth problem.
Fuck, Delilah.
Fuck indeed. We really need to get to the bottom of this.
Well, leave it all to me, because apparently Delilah does not leave her tower for anything. And that's why she gets paid the big bucks. To do nothing. Just like in real life. Alright, so I have to remember how to get to Wapiti Meadow. But I'm fairly certain that I go back to the lake and I'll figure it out from there. I'm not even going to report that. Okay, well,
I just heard something.
What is it?
I don't know. It was goddamn terrifying, though.
Well, it could be an elk, or it could be someone trying to get you to radio about a loud noise so they know where you are.
Fuck.
How about you don't do that again?
Well, I mean, we have the new radio, so it's all cool, right? May I ask Zach to get me some coffee, please? I've got to say, this is all going pretty swimmingly this time around. I'm very happy about that. Go through here. North. Hmm. Not there. Okay, I thought it was going to be pretty easy. We shall see. Because I don't know that this way is going to lead me anywhere but a dead end, so... Oh yeah, there was a raccoon. Yes, it scampered off already. Okay, cannot go that way. Maybe this way. Let's see. Perhaps. Okay, that is a very, very long climb. Let's hope this gets us where we need to be. Maybe this way? Nope, not that way. I guess I got too excited about not getting lost earlier. But I think now we're going in the right direction. At least I hope so. Okay. Nope. Also no. Well, alrighty then. Okay, so I'm back at the tower. Alright, this is the part where I apologize because I just went down and around in a big circle. And that was definitely not what I had intended. Man, if I could just fall off a cliff and get there faster, that'd be great. But they don't let you do that. Alright, so on this note, I'm just going to go ahead and pause the game, or save it, and then we will come back to it another time. And I will try to get my directions better next time. Alright, so stay tuned for part 2 of Firewatch.